Violent murderess, Queen Hellebron. The sounds of torment and death ring out throughout your city of Har Ganeth.
Yeah, right, shut up. Right, Right, hello, Monsters Abound here. Right, if you're expecting the Sartosa campaign, it doesn't work, alright? The save doesn't work for some reason, I don't know why. The Tilia campaign, that's my Patreon supported campaign, still works fine. Why does Sartosa not work? Who the fuck knows? Now, I've not played Warhammer for, what, like 6 days? Because I've been moving. And if you're new to my videos, this is the first Monsters Abound video that you've happened to click on, then you're probably thinking, what the fuck is going on? And with good reason. And if you've watched my videos before, you're probably cackling with glee because you know exactly what's going to happen. I'm about to go on a rant, and you fucking love it, you sick bastards. Now, I've been moving and I'm really tired, so I was expecting to sit down, load up the Sartosa campaign, knock out an episode, bish bosh bash, done. Instead, it doesn't fucking work, so I end up having to try various different things. I want to go to bed. I'm tired. I ache. I'm almost 40. I can't do this shit anymore. This is a young man's game. Not Warhammer, obviously. But, you know, moving and shit. Just around in general. My back aches. Anyway, the point is that because that's not working, I've had to then think up a new campaign to play. And I've picked Hellebron and Har Ganeth. And the reason I've done that is because she's an angry, metal bikini wearing grandma. It's literally the only reason. So anyway, so that's the lore for Hellebron. She's just an angry metal bikini wearing grandma. Doesn't hand out the Werther's originals like some grandmas. Your two archetypes of grandma are the Werther's original grandma or the angry bikini wearing stabbing grandma. There's only two types. That's, you know, you've got one or the other. So Hellebron, you get more death hags, you get more recruit rank for death hags, you get more casualties captured post battle. You can sacrifice to, well, yeah, you're not wearing fucking much, are you? Maybe if you're going to live in the frozen wastes of Nagarond, put on a fur coat. Don't whinge about it. Right, you also got slave costs, missile resistance, for which I don't know. Yes, yeah, well, you live there. I don't know what to tell you. She's also the greatest bride of Cain, so more weapon strength for the entire army. Upkeep reduction for Witch Elves, Sisters of Slaughter, and Har Ganeth Executioners. Weapon strength increase for those same units, and more melee attack for the entire army, which is quite nice. We also have Luris Soulforger, who is a weapons master, which is actually pretty good. We're going to pop her in that army. Now, I've got some mods working, and I noticed that Garond here seems to have a couple of stacks already, which makes me a little bit nervous. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run back to Har Ganeth. I think going for Spite Reach would just be death. Just a bad idea. So we're going to do some recruitment, something like that. There we go. We're going to get some crossbows, all that kind of good shit. And we're going to try and lure them into an ambush and crush them. It's a plan. Anyway, so my new house, it's a grandma's house, not an angry stabbing grandma. It's probably the Werther's original. I mean, I've not found any secret sex dungeons as far as I'm aware. This could be one, but who knows. And my new office, I want to use in finger quotations. I'm actually in the utility room. With the fridge. So it's not conventionally an office, but it's all I've got. So there we go. And we've got the, I mean, you know, we know what fridges are like. They like making weird noises. They just, I don't know, whether they're getting excited about, you know, refrigerating shit. I don't know. I don't know what fridges want. What do they want? How do we get rid of them? Why do they keep my milk? I don't know. Anyway, the point is that we've got the fridge here. He may make some weird noises. I don't know. I've also got the washing machine on next door. Will we experience the spin cycle? Again, don't know. This is going to be a very scrappy episode. And before you say that all of my episodes are scrappy, fuck you. Anyway, so we need to capture Alariel's Grove. Good. And that will give us Death Knight cannot fall below minimum bar. We also need to capture Marathi's Lair. Also quite funny. And that's also going to help us there. So basically we have this it's a party bar. basically. So the party bar will drop over time, and as it drops, we become sadder because we've not had a party, and then we can have a good old party and sacrifice some slaves by having a death night, which is where the streets of Har Ganeth run red with blood. That's it. And yeah, the Dark Elves just run around killing each other because it's like the Purge. It's like the Purge. But obviously Dark Elves, not the most, numerous of races. So the fact they go around killing each other, probably bad. I'm going to say bad. Probably bad. But still, that's apparently what happens. And we have to respect their cultural, shit, I guess. Anyway, so if we have a big old party, then we get a blood voyage. And they then set sail to go and attack the High Elves for whatever reason. Because they're High Elves, I guess. I mean, High Elves suck, so, we could get the Shield Boys. Do I want to do that? That's fine. We don't need the Spear Boys, really. How much money do we have? You know what? Witch Elves are actually pretty dirt cheap. And how much missile resistance do they have? 15%, which, I mean, isn't as good as 55. But it's certainly not bad. And we can just rush them, can't we? So we're going to rush them. Also get more shooty boys. I don't know if this is the right move, but this is what we're doing. Because I've only got one shot at this, because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. So I'm going to record this and then I'm going to go to bed. That's the plan. Well, I'm going to have a shower first.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Well, she should wash her hands, shouldn't she? Eh? Frankly, it's revolting. How much money do we have? We could get maybe another sword boy. Is that a good idea? In that case, it's up to 17, which is generally fine. United against us, the ghosts of Pahir. Garond have paid the ghosts of Pahir to attack me. The fuck? Fine. More growth.
Cain's priestess.
More growth.
Bewitching.
Okay, yeah, they got 2 stacks.
Death is coming.
You waste my time.
Mistress of Har Ganeth.
I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to come down here because that means we should be able to retreat. What I want to do is lay siege to me, because they lay siege to me. I'm hoping I can kill them all. Come on, take the bait. Nope, you are going. Where are the?
Cain is with us. Chill-hearted.
Oh, I need to be so careful here. One wrong move.
Mistress of Har Ganeth. Guided by Cain. Death is coming.
One wrong move. I wonder if I could. 632. No, that'll bankrupt me. I was hoping to get like a little man to go and stand somewhere in the cold and hope that they take them, but I don't think I've got the cash. I mean, you are in Garond. Who are you? Are you at war with anyone else? Just me. So where the fuck have you got? Oh, you're probably at the Great Arena. Can I take Garond in one turn?
No.
I mean, I tend to agree. I don't think I can.
My strength is limitless.
So I could march there, which suggests that they wouldn't be able to reach. So they wouldn't be able to reach Spite Reach with both of their armies. So maybe if we go and take Spite Reach from them, they can only attack me with one army. Obviously, first battle of the campaign has a brand new campaign battle smell. This case is steamed hams. Look at those lovely steamed hams. So we've got some Sisters of Slaughter. Lovely ladies, obviously not wearing very much. We've got the Dark Shards, of course, the classic Dark Shard. They're just one of the best units for the Dark Elves. They really are just so good. The Witch Elves, they're like Sisters of Slaughter, but less dedicated, because I guess they haven't cut their hair off. Maybe. Anyway, we're just going to charge them. That's there's not really much finesse. And of course we massively outclass. I mean, these Har Ganeth executioners here will just be absolutely mincing. Look at the kills. Look at the kill count going up there. Yeah, absolutely mincing them. The Dark Shards, enemy Dark Shards, trying to get some distance, but our Dark Shards picking them off. Obviously, we don't want our Witch Elves to get shot with their own Dark Shards. We're going to pull back a little bit and then get the Dark Shards to stop shooting so the Witch Elves can mop up. Oh, we haven't looked at old Metal Tits, have we? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah. There she goes. Okay, so that was fairly easy, but that's because we obviously massively outnumbered them. With 2 armies, they could easily massively outnumber us. Especially now because I'm in a city. This is a ballsy move, and one that I don't know I've done. If they're not at the Altar of Darkness, I could be in a lot of trouble right now.
My power grows.
Okay, well the good news was that they were.
This will fail.
So,
No.
Cain is pleased by the endless killing orchestrated by the Blood Queen. It is no secret, though, that the greatest of the bloody-handed gods' gifts has not yet been secured. It's time for Hellebron to gather her most vicious sisters and thralls and occupy the Shrine of Cain. Only then will the Amulet of Dark Fire ignite, which is going to give us 15% ward save, some enemy hero action success chance reduction, and the passive 20% magic resistance to 40 meters around us, which is, you know, not bad.
High Priestess.
Okay, what I'm going to do
Cain's
is I'm going to bravely hide in this forest over here.
They
I
will
think that's what we're going to do. You can be... Ooh, no, actually change my mind. Replenish troops. That's what you're going to do. With any luck...
The air is thick with murder.
Oh, is that good or bad? I don't know.
Goddess forbids it.
I'm hoping they will swoop in here with one army. They won't spot us. We can wipe out an army. And then we'll at least be on equal footing. Once we're on equal footing, oh, then we have them. Oh, and we got the fucking ambush. Sweet, but on a smaller force, which is not quite what I wanted. Personally, I prefer the old world's ambush maps, when we can actually, like, you know, jump. It doesn't give them time to reform their lines. It's so much more effective. I mean, these ones are fine, I guess, but they're distinctly less useful. Just based on the location, which is a bit weird. Forious, Soul Forger, clashing in there with the old Bleak Swords. She's going to be making short work of them. Especially because they're getting shot up by our Dark Shards, which is very good. And here comes wave on wave of Dread Spears. Lots of Dread Spears. Dread Spears, of course, are crap. I mean, okay, they've got fairly good melee defense, but otherwise they're pretty trash. Pretty trash. So we've got some hot Dread Spear and... Oh, it's Dread Spear and Bleak Swords and Dark Shards, isn't it? It's all very emo. Emo naming. I mean, the Dark Elves have a theme, and it's emo. Spiky emo. Garon's forces are getting absolutely wrecked here. We've managed to catch up with some of these Black Ark Corsairs. Of course, one of the nice things about the Witch Elves is they have this poison which will cause the enemy unit to go out of control, which then means that you can, you know, actually fight them. So fleeing units will, you know, units that are trying to get away, like the Black Ark Corsairs, as soon as you hit one of them, the rest of them lose their shit, and then you can just mop them up. Very effective. Coming in the back here, and the enemy force is now surrounded, being crushed, and the enemy lord is dead as well. Oh, Metal Tits. Metal Bikini Saggy Tits, that's her name. Okay, losses were pretty light. You can take the replenishments. Ugh, fuck me. How many stacks do you have and how? Okay, you've got a lot of crossbows. but not really much else. And that other army is pretty fucked. So I think we might be alright. This is going to be a tough fight for our ladies. They're bringing a lot of missile units to the party. Now, their infantry is crap. We can crush them, but if those missile units get enough shots off, we'll be in real trouble. So, first things first, they're sending a wave of these Dark Riders with repeated crossbows. Now, they are quite nasty. However, we outnumber them with our missile units as long as we can get them into range, because our missile units are coming. The reinforcement line is this little bit here, and it's taking our units a little while to get into the battlefield, so the Dark Shards are now only just arriving. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, but as soon as they do start shooting, it should turn the tide very, very quickly. But we're taking damage which we can ill afford. So as the Dark Shards have lined up and taken firing positions. Come on, guys. Come on. Do it. Do it. Here we go. Finally, return fire coming in. You can see it's doing a lot of damage to Dark Riders very rapidly.
My bloodlust is waning.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Getting your shit kicked out of you, yeah. Moving our Dark Shards to reposition just in time. We have more Dark Riders incoming. These guys will try and get around our front line, if we have one, and try and take out our missile units. That's literally what they want. So Loris is bravely charging in. How is she going to do? Oh, not well. Oh dear. Anyway, they're going to slam into some Dread Spears. They're not going to be able to do much damage, and the Dread Spears will then make short work of them. Because they're anti-large, because they've got spears, isn't it? Just mopping up the last of these Dark Riders repeated crossbows. They've still done quite a bit of damage. 32 kills there. That's not, you know, we do not need that. We do not need that. We need to, I mean, having said that, we've managed to reduce the number of enemies quite significantly. More Dark Riders coming in on the flank here. They're going to try and find a way around, but of course they can't because there's a big crevasse. A huge crevasse there. They can't get through. What the fuck's down the bottom there? Warpstone? Okay. Sure. Why not? Yeah, they're trying to get around, but they do not want to fight us front on, so they're going to try and get around. Managed to knock out those Dark Riders, and here comes the main issue, these Dark Shards. The enemy Dark Shards will be doing a lot of damage to us. Not much we can do about them apart from just charge in, engage their front line, and get our Dark Shards to start dueling with them, which is not really ideal because they have shields and we don't. Look, it costs a lot of money to train a Dark Shard to use a shield. It's not just you give a Dark Shard a shield and tell them to get on with it. Is it? It sounds like it should be. You know, here's a shield. Use it to stop enemy fire. Any questions? And then you shoot anyone who raises their hand, because if they're stupid enough not to know how to use a fucking shield, they don't deserve a fucking crossbow, do they? Now, our units, we have less, but ours are better, and so you can see that we are slowly gaining on the enemy, especially as we take out those Dark Shards. You can see this little blob of crossbows here. Dark Shards getting riddled with a lot of crossbow fire. Concentrated crossbow fire. We've managed to break through their front line. We now need to roll up the front line, all while taking Dark Shard fire. Not much we can do about that. Oh, some of these guys have got so many kills. Come on. Come on. Our Dark Shards are doing very well, though. I've been taking out so many enemies. But our infantry's getting absolutely rinsed. I mean, we can kill their infantry. That's not a problem. You know, our witch elves are going to be hacking through them. 71 kills on these witch elves. They are absolutely murdering. The enemy general is now incoming. Not sure what our plan is. We've broken the front line, which means we can now chase down some of these units. Now, if we're chasing them, it does mean we're going to push them out of range of our dark shards, but it does mean they can't shoot at us at the same time, so that's a bit of a win. Plus, if our witch elves reach them and stab them in the back, then of course they will lose their shit, turn around and start fighting our witch elves, at which point the witch elves win. The Supreme Sorceress is in trouble as Metal Bikini Saggy Tits kicks the shit out of her. Now, Hellebron is an absolutely brutal duelist. She will absolutely annihilate most enemy characters. Just like this one. I mean, plus this one's a sorceress, so, you know. Not only is she not wearing very much, but she's a nerd. You know, at least the Witch Elves are athletic ladies. You know, they can do, I don't know, cartwheels and shit, probably. Maybe. The Supreme Sorceress, she's just a big old nerd. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd, but make sure you wear plate mail, because, you know, if someone who can do cartwheels turns up, you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, the Witch Owls are winning this little engagement, which is good, and they're cutting down some Dark Shards up to 134 kills. Nice. Here comes the enemy reinforcements. This is the army we beat up previously, and as such, there's not much left, although the enemy general is fresh, because obviously it's a new one. A new enemy general, one with a shield. Now, enemy characters tend to be pretty tanky anyway, so I don't really see the point in giving them a shield. You may as well get the one with a crossbow, because then you can shoot people at range. That's my thinking. Ah, the enemy lord is finally dead. God, there's so many dead bodies here. Oof. Oof. It's a lot of dead people. Right, we're picking off the last few units with our crossbows. This has been a hard-fought battle, but I think victory is in sight. If we can just knock out these reinforcements, we should be fine. Enemy general is doing a zigzag pattern, not like that Stark kid who decided to run in a straight line when being shot at by arrows. You can see the Dreadlord is trying to do a bit of a zigzag. See, this is, I mean, maybe more zigzaggy though. You know, just throwing it out there. Because there's going to be a lot of crossbows. I guess that shield does come in useful for something. I mean, you wouldn't want to... Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess there is something to be said for the old crossbow, but of the old shield even. But there is a lot of crossbow bolts coming in here, isn't there? Hmm. Who? Her or you? Hellebron's on her way to try and deal with the enemy general. Uh-oh. Shield down. Ooh. Okay, well that didn't work out so well, did it? And now you're running away. Okay, and of course now you're not using your shield, so... Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, there's not much left of the enemy army, but then there's not much left of our army either, as we are down to... Oof. Almost... It's under a third. That's not great. It's fine. You're a crossbow unit. I feel like that's a very hypocritical thing to say. Dicks. Hellebron up to 50 kills there. Very nice. Absolutely wrecking shit. There we go. And the enemy army is finally broken. We are victorious, but only just. Ow. Well, I only lost one unit though. That's pretty impressive.
I require slaves.
That's pretty impressive. And looks like we've broken the back of the enemy army as well.
Blood shall flow.
I mean, we're pretty fucked ourselves, but still, you know, that's got to be a win. So, Hellebron, I'm going to give... Oh, I'm kind of tempted with the dreaded slaver, actually. I know, but I think we're going to do it. Oh, we've got 2 skill points. Well, in that case, let's go double dreaded slaver. More growth, we've got that. That's good. And we've got plenty of cash.
Of Har Ganeth.
Definitely not.
God of murder.
Let's
Pain is
bop you.
wanting. I am your new mistress.
Trickster's helm, very nice. And then what we're going to do...
Despair. This will please Cain.
Will it? Okay, good. Is we're going to do that. I think we can probably...
Behold my...
Yeah, I mean, if we can get a turn of replenishment, we should be in a pretty good position. That's what I'm thinking.
Their blood sustains me.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Let's go replenish troops because we'll need that. Okay, we just need...
They have promise.
Let's go wild-eyed. Right. 1 turn. Then we hit Garond. And if we can take Garond, then we get the lovely gold mine. And I'm going to take more growth.
Sweet murder.
And Har Ganeth should be fine for the moment. So, I mean, it was tough, but it looks like we've broken the back of Garond.
Gaze.
At least for the moment. We need to move fast, capture Garond, and make sure, you know, kick them when they're down. That's the best time to kick someone when they're on the ground. Then they can't kick you back. They might be able to grab your leg and kind of hug you a little bit, but that's the worst of it. So we just need to finish off Garond, but that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.